You know the scene, right? We've all seen it in action movies. The hero dives underwater to dodge a storm of bullets, and we see them whizzing by in super cool slow motion. But is that really what happens? Today, we're going to dive into the surprising reality of shooting a gun underwater. So, what's the deal? Is that epic underwater shootout pure Hollywood fantasy, or is there some actual science behind it? Well, let's find out what physics has to say about all this. Okay, first up, let's talk about the Hollywood version. In the movies, water is treated like it's just slightly thicker air. You see bullets traveling for huge distances, making for those really tense, dramatic underwater fight scenes. But now, let's switch from the movie set to the real world. Because when we do that, the story changes completely. And honestly, the truth is way more fascinating than fiction. Here's the long and short of it. It's actually incredibly simple. In the real world, when you fire a bullet into water, it just stops. And I mean it stops, almost instantly. How fast does it stop? Well, we're talking a distance of only about 2 to 3 meters. That's it. To put that in perspective, that's barely the length of a bed. So if you're more than just a few feet away from the gun underwater, you're actually pretty safe. Doesn't exactly sound like that thrilling movie chase scene, does it? So what is going on here? Why does a projectile that can literally fly for hundreds of meters through the air just completely give up after a few feet in water? Well, it all comes down to the huge difference between these two mediums. Think about it. When a bullet is flying through the air, there's almost nothing standing in its way. It's a low-density environment, so the bullet just keeps its speed and can go for a really long time. But the second it hits the water, it's like running into a brick wall. You've entered a super high-density world, and that changes the physics of everything. And a one word that explains this whole thing is density. Water is just so much denser than air. Here's an analogy. Imagine running across an open field. Pretty easy, right? Now imagine trying to run that same speed through a swimming pool with the water up to your waist. That massive resistance you feel, that's drag. And that's exactly what a bullet feels, but magnified thousands of times over. It just slams on the brakes. But the power of density does more than just slow the bullet down. It pretty much completely neutralizes it. And this, right here, is the most important part. The bullet doesn't just gently coast to a stop. No, it is stripped of its lethal energy almost instantly. It goes from being a deadly projectile to a harmless, tumbling piece of metal in the blink of an eye. So let's put it all together. What have we learned? A bullet fired underwater is going to stop within just a few meters. That's because water's incredible density creates a massive wall of resistance that robs the bullet of all its power. And that means that classic underwater gunfight, yeah, that's pure movie myth. It kind of leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? We've just seen how a simple, fundamental property of water can stop a speeding bullet dead in its tracks. So if it's powerful enough to do that, what else is it capable of?